Welcome to the Over 40 Alpha Podcast with your host, Funk Roberts.
We are live, and welcome to the special episode of the Over 40 Alpha Podcast. I'm your host, Funk Roberts, and today I've got a special co-host, my boy Ricky T. What up, Ricky?
What up? Welcome to the episode.
Yeah, this is episode number 55 of the Over 40 Alpha Podcast, but we're doing something new. We're adding something to this podcast because generally, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Funk Roberts. I'm a former professional athlete. I turned master metabolic trainer, MMA strength and conditioning coach, core specialist, but I'm known around the world, and I'm also an Amazon best-selling author. Thank you very much. But I'm also known around the world as the guy who helps men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s get in the best shape of their lives, naturally boost their testosterone. And I do that through, workouts, nutrition, recovery, sleep, and mindset strategies to help us be alphas. And I have a program called Over 40 Alpha Brotherhood that has probably over 4,000 to 5,000 guys all over the world who come in out of shape, desperate, low testosterone, hitting plateaus, and daily we see unbelievable transformations. And so one of the things we do in the Brotherhood is every single week, Ricky T and I, and I'll reintroduce you to Ricky T in a second, we answer all the questions that people post in our private Facebook group. That is our Brotherhood, man. I'm telling you, the support group is insane, but that's for another podcast. And so every week they ask questions. We get 20 questions sometimes, 25, 15, and Rick and I sit here and we answer the questions. Then we repost. Rick cuts everything up, reposts the snippets of those questions in the Brotherhood. But we decided today that wouldn't it be great if we can just have the long version, which we have in the Facebook group, but put it out there because a lot of questions that we answer for the Brotherhood are also questions that probably a lot of men in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s around the world have. So we decided that we're going to put this out to the public, add it as one of the segments of the Over 40 Alpha podcast. And hopefully you can learn something if you're not in the Brotherhood. And if you continue to listen and go, hey man, what am I missing out on? You're missing out on magic. And Ricky T is instrumental and works with me with the Brotherhood. So why don't you kind of just let them know what you do and kind of introduce yourself a little bit, not just in the Brotherhood, but outside of that, because you have some good things that you do too.
Yeah. So me and my twin brother, we focus on kingdom building. And so we work on the heartbeat of the Brotherhood and the member experience so that it's unlike most other fitness programs and that people actually want to take the program, want to do the hard things, and just really find uniformity and belonging and significance in a place on the internet, in a time in a world where there's so much loneliness and isolation, specifically for men over 40. So that's what makes this program super special. Not to mention the fact that it also changes lives, helps men get shredded and naturally boost testosterone so they can look good, feel good, and run their kingdom. So what this Ask Funk is all about is all the people who have questions along the way. We actually give them personalized coaching, a la Funk, and then I go and splice it back up. And so we realized with all of this gold information for men over 40, we might as well make it more public.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here today.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually Ask Funk episode number 36. So the 35 other episodes are inside the Brotherhood, but we decided from now on we're gonna every week, every time we do this will be an added bonus podcast. So aside from all the other stuff, this is gonna be extra. Thought that maybe when you listen to this episode, they're always long, but maybe just listen to the episode. These are just questions that maybe you have. If you're listening to this right now, you may have these questions, and me answering the question may be like, oh, okay, I get it now. You know what I mean? Like, and the reasoning behind it, because these are just word answers. Like I sometimes go a little bit too deep, but I go deep in the questions to make sure that my guys in the Brotherhood have everything they need. The other thing to keep in mind when you're listening to this episode is that you're going to hear things like phase 5 and phase 3 and what do I do if this happens in phase 2 or whatever. And the reason why is the program is based on, so when someone comes into the program, they start a phase. There's 26 phases altogether so far. So every phase is 28 days. That's 1 month. And there's 26 months. So you literally have 26 months of brand new workouts, follow along workouts. There's a set of no equipment. There's a set of equipment based, which is all home. So they're all home workouts every single month, different one. And you keep moving through the phases. Each phase there's a reasoning behind the phase, not just throwing together workouts. And every 3 months they get a t-shirt to hit milestones. But the whole point of this is I try to make it as easy as possible. Nutrition is very easy to follow. The workouts are follow along. They click play and they work out with me or me and my wife or what have you. Just they're pre-recorded. Sleep and recovery strategies. We have yoga. We have ab workouts. We have all of these routines that these guys follow to a T. And literally, not only are they doubling and tripling their testosterone levels naturally, but they're getting 8-packs, 6-packs. And I'm telling you that when they come into the program, they're not people who are in shape. None of these guys, well, maybe a handful of the thousands that are in here were in shape before coming in, but these are normal guys, just like you listening. Normal guys who are 300 pounds are now 185 pounds. Guys who are like, testosterone at 200, now testosterone 500, and so on and so forth. That's a thing in the program, eh, Rick? That's daily.
Oh yeah, lives are being changed.
Unbelievable. So if you're listening to this right now, and you're just stuck, you don't have a program, you don't know where to go, you're like, man, I need help. Over40alpha.com. It's a $1 trial. The trial lasts for 30 days. So you get one phase. During that first phase, you're definitely, if you follow, you're going to lose from 7 to 20 pounds because that's the range that people lose during that first 28 days. And then you have the choice of continuing through the monthly membership, or you don't have to. It's totally up to you. But this program changes lives. And not only that, but it's a brotherhood. Like these guys are like brothers. They're from all over the world, Africa, India, Australia, New Zealand, obviously US, Canada, UK, and all those other places, but Italy, France, and it's like they're brothers, right? It's like they're literally like that support group, that Facebook support group, man. There's nothing on the planet like it. Guys come in there, they're vulnerable, they post pictures, they ask questions, they help each other. No one has egos. We don't talk politics, we don't talk religion. It's only health and mental health wellness too, because guys will come in if they're having a tough week or they're struggling with something, and they'll post it, and other guys will come in and help. It's insane. It's insane.
Another member just posted today about getting off their depression meds.
Unbelievable.
Right, it happens. That's not
the first time, and there's people who get off their blood sugar pills, their cholesterol pills, but yeah, that's the third person that TRT, yes, people coming out of TRT. So in this episode, we talk about testosterone replacement therapy. So listen to what I talk about. What else do we talk about? What other things? You said something that was really cool before.
Funk's favorite ingredient to put on absolutely everything. That'll skyrocket your testosterone.
It does. We're not just doing these salesy thing, man. It really will. Supplements, one of the best supplements when you're starting, the go-to to have. We talk about the
plateau.
Yeah, the plateau. Yeah, a couple of plateauers here. So I give you guys good information on how to get through a plateau, how to get back on track when you've fallen off. That's another thing that we talk about. What about that if you're a vegetarian, you're going to get my advice on vegetarian proteins and why. How I feel about it.
Something so harmless. Something so harmless and delicious and common that could be ruining your estrogen levels.
Yes, boosting those up. And so much more, man. There's 24, 23 questions. Dig in. There's some really good stuff here. Also talk about mindset stuff and one of the things that you really want to make sure that you have before you start any program. So we talk about that in here and so much more. So you guys are going to enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is something new. I'm so happy to bring Rick on this journey. He's the backbone of this thing, man. He's the culture that we have within our brotherhood is there's nothing on the planet like it. Like these guys always say it. There's no other workout program. This isn't just a workout program. Like workout programs, you buy the program and you don't hear from the guy who sold you the program. Pretty much never. There's no coaching. I do coaching every single week live with these guys. So it's apart from what you're listening to right now, this is just another thing that we do. I actually do live coaching every Sunday at 10 a.m. We get on a call, I'll coach, and we're on that call for 2 hours, and there's hundreds of men on the call. It's a Zoom call. It's amazing. But when you guys, just think about the programs that you've done in the past and what type of support you got from the person who sold you the program, the trainer, the influencer, whatever. Did they give you support? Did they answer your questions? Did they, did they coach you along the way? This is what we do here. And there's no other program that has 26 months of workouts, progressive. So as you get fitter, the workouts get tougher, and they can all be done in the comfort of your own home. And all you have to do is click play. So if you're looking for a program, it's December right now, January's coming up, dude, like, what are you waiting for? If you want, like, it's over40alpha.com. I just wrote a goddamn best-selling book. Get your ass in here. I'm here to help you. Anyways.
Man knows his stuff. Nobody outworks this guy.
Work. Anyways, it's not about me though. It's about these guys. You guys are doing the work. Anyways, listen, enjoy this episode. I know it's a long intro, but enjoy the episode and let us know by even if you liked it. Give us a 5 in the Apple, iTunes, whatever. And yeah, we'll see you. Enjoy. Yeah, we got a big sponsor today. Our big sponsor today is Test Enhance, which is my natural testosterone enhancer. It does say booster, but I'm going to say enhancer. The reason why is because once you have everything in place, your workouts, nutrition, like your gut nutrition on point, recovery, sleep, then what this does specifically for me is it just keeps my testosterone levels at that high level, right? So is it going to increase my testosterone by, 100 points? No, definitely not. That's consistency, but this will enhance it too. It's like for me, I use this like an insurance policy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing everything great and I know how important testosterone is. So just having these ingredients, magnesium, zinc, tribulus, I'll talk about the horny goat weed in a second. Saw palmetto. These are great natural enhancers, testosterone enhancers, hormone enhancers that will help you stay on top. Because a lot of other, listen, I'm going to be very frank with you, very transparent. A lot of companies will tell you that a testosterone boosting supplement will boost your testosterone. They'll tell you, oh yeah, this is going to boost your testosterone, but it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. These won't boost your testosterone. If someone just doesn't do anything else like you guys are doing, and then all of a sudden takes one of these, it's not going to work. It's 100% not going to work. So I don't also want to be that person to tell you that, oh yeah, this is going to boost. But what this does is it'll just keep whatever levels you're at. It just continues to feed the right ingredients that will help support and enhance your testosterone. The other thing, more importantly, is the horny goat weed and long jack are perfect to take at night before you go to bed. If you want to have some, a little love time with the wife, a little Barry White, put on some Barry White.
Do some adult stuff.
This literally within minutes. This works within minutes. So you take 3 capsules before you go to bed or whenever you want to. Like, this isn't like I would just take 3 capsules and you'll see what happens. So I like this for the libido. I love this for the libido, and I love this for enhancement. Just making sure that, you have everything in place. And I don't mind selling this because I know that I'm giving you guys everything you need. You got the workouts, you got nutrition, you got the recovery, you got the mindset, you got the sleep. So you have everything you need. So you know that you're taking this is going to enhance, but also the if you have a wife or a girlfriend, she will love you for this. So grab your Test Enhance. We just got a whole bunch in stock. Grab it, get it. And for those of you who are doing the muscle building program, this is also a nice little, again, supporting the hormones that help you build muscle. So Test Enhance, click the link, grab it today. All right.
Unreal endorsement.
Yeah, man, it's a good one. It's a good supplement.
Yeah, if it works, it works. That's why it's on the shelf, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're going to kick it off, episode 36 with CR Peeps. CR Peeps, what supplements and vitamins should I use? I've never used any in a regimen before. What do you recommend?
Yeah, so great question, CR peeps, and welcome to the Brotherhood. I just want to premise this by telling you guys that, you know, supplements, as we get older, supplements are important. Okay, they're extremely important. You must have supplementation in your health and fitness as we get older. Okay, that's so important because a lot of guys coming to this program were never supplement guys, right? Oh, I don't take supplements. I don't want to take supplements. But supplements, what they do is they ensure that we get the vitamins and minerals that we're not getting from our natural food. We still have to eat natural food, but of course the food that we used to, the broccoli that I had when I was 11 is different from the broccoli today while I'm 51. Like they can't even compare, right? They don't even compare. So and as we get older, our bodies change, our hormones change, joints, all of these things start to happen. And on top of that, if you're doing this program, you are at an advanced level of fitness. Okay, your level of fitness is higher. Your body needs more. Your body needs more to be able to function at this high fitness level. You're not a couch potato anymore. You're not I'm on and off this workout program. You're not, I haven't worked out in a long time. You're not that guy. You're not your friends who you see just sitting around doing nothing. You're not that guy. They can get away. Well, they actually can't, but they can get away really with not having supplements because they don't do anything. Their bodies aren't as active as ours are, right? They're not at the optimal level that we are striving for. So as you move through this program, you will need supplements, 100%. And as we get older, we will need supplements. We don't want to be taking medication, right? We don't want to be taking medication. I've done it before. I've taken prednisone and it's destroyed me, but I needed to take it to live. We need supplements. So, that's why I have the supplement company. That's why I have Funk Supplements, because I know that as we get older, we need supplements, but there's so many supplements out there, so many garbage supplements out there that you have to have something that you can trust, someone that you can trust. And that's me, because, I'm here for you guys. So let's talk about supplements. So CR peeps. So the first thing I would say is, I don't know what phase you're in. So that plays a big picture in what I'm going to, phase one. Okay. Phase one. Okay. So this is huge. Okay. So you're in phase one. So my advice to you is to grab the Men's Vitality Stack. The Men's Vitality Stack has 4 supplements that I call it, like it's our foundation supplements that we should all be taking. Like every single one of you guys should be taking the Men's Vitality Stack, 100%, because those 4 supplements are the foundation supplements that we need as men as we get older. First, Alpha Daily, which is our multivitamins, right? That's the key multivitamin. I'm gonna go into my supplement. I'm gonna be a Black Santa coming in. Ho! Merry Christmas. Here we go. Hold on. I got this. Ho! Merry Christmas. Black Santa's in the house, baby. Black Santa's in the house.
Funk doesn't do anything small.
All right. So I gotta pull these out. Anyways, as I'm pulling out, I'll talk about them. Alpha Daily is our this is a no-brainer in regards to. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna pause this quickly and get myself. Okay, so Black Santa's here, and and yes, I'm calling myself Black Santa just because that's just the name I have. We're all adults here. We don't have to worry about that. Some people, why do you have to call yourself Black Santa? Why can't you just be Santa? Because we're actually grown men, 50 years old. We can take it. All right, sorry, I didn't want to get all political there. Here we go. Okay, Black Santa's coming with the Men's Vitality Stack. So once again, every single one of you guys, this is what you should be taking from the get-go. Okay, that's like I wouldn't say day one. My goal is to help you guys, get into the habit of eating, nutrition, all that stuff. So, in phase one, you should be focusing on your nutrition, because you're changing everything up. You're focusing on your workouts, being consistent, recovery, all that stuff. But as you go through phase one and moving kind of into phase two, late phase one, these are the ones you want. So Alpha Daily is the first one you want. This is our multivitamins. Again, a lot of this stuff a lot of the stuff that I'm showing you have been re-engineered. So they're not just like ones that you can get everywhere. This is just a really high quality, multivitamin, because we also have the male support with this. We also have the immune support, and we also have antioxidants in here as well. So this gives you everything you need. Again, vitamins and minerals. Remember, these are supplements. So they supplement your nutrition. So you got that nutrition, you're eating healthy, but now we're gonna have that insurance. We're gonna fill the gaps. So Alpha Daily, for sure, I take 2 of these every morning. Actually, all of this is what I take in the morning. Alpha Daily, 100%. So that's the first one. The second one is a probiotic, and the reason why you want probiotics is because gut health. Gut health is huge. Not only is gut health going to help us with the ability to absorb the foods that we're actually eating, because a lot of times when we have unhealthy guts, leaky gut syndrome, we have constipation, just like all of those things that go along, bloating, all of that stuff. A lot of that has to do with probiotics or with our gut health and not having a healthy gut. And so once again, you do get nutrition, clean up your diet. Adding a probiotic will help, because this will help give you the enzymes that you're going to need to help clean up that gut. But not all probiotics are made equal. So you may go and someone may come to you and go, oh yeah, you don't really need probiotics. You need eat kimchi and some of that other stuff. Or I used to take probiotics and it didn't work. And the reason why they're saying that is because most probiotics aren't very effective, because what happens is in the manufacturing process of probiotics, it has to go through the freezing, it's got to go through heating, it's got to go through all kinds of different things. And by the time you get the probiotic into the bottle, it's already lost a lot of its power. And then once you take it, it's complete. Like you literally, this has 40 billion, it's a 40 billion IUs, right? In this, by the time you take a general probiotic, you're not going to get that at all. So I do understand why people say probiotics aren't that great, but we have what's called the MacTrek system here, which means that the probiotics in here they have a casing, a protective case that protects them through all of the manufacturing process. Then once it gets to your stomach or to your mouth and to your stomach, it's got that protective layer. So by the time it gets to your stomach, you still have all the strength of this supplement, 40 billion IUs. So that makes this different. It's called the MacTrek bypass technology, and it's a patented technology that's in this. So this is a very good probiotic. I take one of these in the morning as well. Then, of course, vitamin D3 and K2. Vitamin D3, very, very essential right now with COVID happening, the pandemic happening. There has been many studies that have just come out to show that a lot of people who are dying from COVID, the coronavirus, are vitamin D deficient. And most people in the world are vitamin D deficient. And if you live in a country right now or if you're in the UK or you live in the States where there's no sun, specifically in the winter, you're vitamin D deficient. If you are a Black male or a male of color, you're vitamin D deficient, right? So this is huge. Like this right now, this is not even a question. Like you gotta be taking vitamin D3. Yeah.
We accidentally bought solar lights for our Christmas tree, thinking it was a good idea. They barely ever turn on.
Right.
It shows me if that's a literal indication of how much sunlight I'm getting, and right. I don't even live in a window like these do.
Right. Yeah. So exactly. So we, and the only way to get vitamin D, really, like the best way to get vitamin D3, like there's different vitamin Ds. Vitamin D3 is the best, the highest type and quality of vitamin D that you want, is through the sun. You can get a little bit from food like milk and stuff, but milk is estrogenic, so we don't drink milk here. So you have to be supplement. And K2 is great for our bones, and when you put these two together, it enhances the absorption of vitamin D3. So that's the fourth one, another foundation, omega-3s, fish oils. Once again, omega-3s are essential fish oils, essential fatty acids that we need in our diet that we don't generally get if we're not eating enough fish, if we're not eating enough fats. Now, with this nutrition plan, we do have a lot of fats, but adding but there's omega-3s, there's omega-6, and there's omega-9, okay? What the problem is with most of us is, 90% of us, I believe, is we have 2-to-1 or even 3-to-1 omega-9s and omega-3s in our body, right? It should be flipped. We're supposed to have 3-to-1 omega-3s to omega-9s and omega-6s. So we're already getting enough of that and too much. So we need to counter that with omega-3s. Plus omega-3 is great for inflammation, keeping inflammation down, health. So all 4 of these, vitamin D3 for immune system, right? For bones with the K2, probiotic for our gut, omega-3s, and alpha daily. That's the vitality stack. So that's the first thing you're going to want. And I take these in the morning, every morning with my breakfast, every morning. Okay. It takes literally 30 seconds to take them out of the bottles and put it in my mouth and drink water. Okay. So, because a lot of people are like, oh, you take so many pills. How can you take that many pills? Isn't a hassle. It's a minute at the most, 1 minute of your day to ensure that you get super, super healthy is nothing. Okay. It's a minute of being on your social media looking at stupidness, right? Okay, so that's number one. The other essential that you need is Lean Pro 30. Okay, so this is our Lean Pro 30 protein powder. This is, now again, this is re-engineered. Like I took this and made it from scratch. You cannot get this anywhere else. So basically, the reason why I created Lean Pro 30 protein powder is because I know that we need protein, right? We need extra sources of protein that we can throw into our smoothies, that we can throw into our porridge in the morning, use it as shakes. But most protein powders out there are horrible because they have fillers, they've got sugar, they've got soy, they've got all the things that kill our testosterone. So I need to make sure, and protein powders taste crappy, most of them, unless they have a ton of sugar in it, and they leave us bloated and farting. You're not supposed to fart and feel bloated after having protein. You're not that's not supposed to happen. That happens because of the junk that people put into their protein powders. So I made sure that this is super, super clean. We've got it's 100% grass-fed protein, so that's huge because in New Zealand, the cows cannot use hormones. They have to be naturally fed, so they're grass-fed, highest quality. And I've added probiotics in here too, because studies show that when you add probiotics, BC30, with protein, you have 23% better absorption, which for you is important because you want to make sure you're getting as much protein into the body. We also have, it's lactose free because I'm lactose intolerant. So if you are lactose intolerant, don't worry, this works. It's lactose free. It's stevia sweetened, so there's no sugar. Non-GMO, soy free because soy kills our testosterone. Non-GMO. 2 other things. It's the highest quality protein. It's got 92% protein with every scoop. So every time you scoop 28 grams of protein, 92% of that's protein powder. The other 6 is the probiotic, and the other 1 is the stevia. So you know exactly what's in your protein powder. It's not filled with everything else. Most other things have like 70% or 80% is really good. This is high quality. But the most important thing, and the reason why we can't keep this on the shelf, literally we're out of chocolate now. We've got 400 coming, and we probably won't be able to keep it on the shelf, is because it tastes absolutely incredible. The taste is undeniable. It's amazing. So those are the 4 that I would start with. Okay, those are 4 that I start with. So the Vitality Stack and Lean Pro, that's where I want you to start. And then after phase 3, then I want you to jump into BCAAs and pre-workout. I have BCAAs and pre-workout. I don't want to overload you right now, so I want you to ask this question again after phase 3. I don't want to overload you, but Rick, if you could put the other stuff into what I wrote here into the post as well, like after phase 3, you're going to add BCAAs and pre-workout, because I think the pre-workout is going to help you get through some of those phase 4, phase 5 workouts, and the BCAAs are perfect because you want to preserve your muscle and build muscle as we're going through. And then after phase 6, then I would add the fat burner. I would add Ultra Shred. I would add Ultra Shred, and I would add Sleep Shred, which is coming. Sleep Shred's a sleep supplement that also will help you burn fat. So that will be coming. And then finally, now, if your goal is to build muscle at one of these points, then you'll have creatine, beta-alanine, and BCAA, all of those which I have. So that's it. CR, hope that helps. The Vitality Stack's where you want to go. Alpha Daily, got to get the multivitamins. Omega-3s, that's good for inflammation, good for health. Fish oils, essential. Vitamin D3, and K2 for the sun for our immune system. And there's way more benefits as well. I'm just giving you the top ones. And K2 for our bones, and a probiotic for our gut, and then of course Lean Pro. You need a protein powder, 100%. That's the only one. That's it.
That's it.
Black Santa in the house.
All right. We're gonna go with Gaurav Bull. Guaranteed I butchered that name. Sorry. Today is his 8th day in the program when he wrote the post. In the past, I've always observed that whey protein, even in energy bars, flares up gout in 4 to 6 hours. Once I get it, I lose about 4 to 7 days, and it just feels terrible. My question for you is, which protein supplement would you recommend, since I'm scared of gout? I'm trying to do a couple months without it, but now I'm going to need it sooner or later.
Totally, Gaurav. You 100%, you're going to need it. Definitely going to need it. And okay, so I answered one of these questions before. Now, the reason why I did a lot of research on gout, and you're not the only person that has gout, by the way, Gaurav. There's another couple, there's one other person that has gout, and I believe he uses the protein powder that I'm going to share with you, and it doesn't bother him. Right now, I don't, some other things bother him, but start the protein powder. Now, the reason why you are getting a flare-up when you have protein powder and energy bars for sure is because they have sugar. And sugar will flare up your gout 100%. That's one of the things you have to avoid when you have gout, which is for someone who has gout, yes, definitely your nutrition's got to be on point. I mean, I also know that your protein sources, you have to really be very specific in the protein sources too. I totally understand that for you. But the reason why you want Lean Pro 30, which is my whey protein, is because there's no sugar in this protein powder. There's zero sugar, stevia sweetened, because I know personally, and for you guys, that sugar kills our testosterone. Sugar makes us fat, right? So the reason why you are getting those flare-ups is because the whey protein powders you're using are cheap. They're fillers, they got sugar in it, and they probably have some other things that will help you, that are hidden in it, that flare up gout. And energy bars are the worst. Energy bars and protein bars, those are basically chocolate bars, right? They're basically candy bars. Okay, there's tons of sugar in there. Right, it may not say sugar, but it's hidden, processed. It's not what you should be eating. So Lean Pro, just get one bottle. I want you to test one bottle of this, right? Because this is all New Zealand whey protein, grass-fed protein, so no hormones, stevia sweetened, lactose free. So if you're lactose intolerant, this is lactose free. That may be something too. I'm not sure though. Soy free, gluten free. So no gluten, no soy, and it's got the probiotic in there that will help with absorption. But I want you to get one bottle of this and try it and see what happens. I know that it's scary because when you have whey protein, you're out for 4 to 7 days. So I know it could be scary, but I'm very confident that you'll be able to use this without getting a flare up. I'm pretty confident. I wish I knew the other person that had the gout, because I would ask him too. I would actually hook you guys up, because he also has gout, and I wonder if he's taking Lean Pro. Anyways, I would go with one bottle. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. But I'm sure that the reason why you're getting, because I may have backed off when you said just the protein powder. But then when you added the energy bars, I'm like, oh, that's 100%. And then I looked at, I started reading, I'm like, oh, that's 1,000,000%. That's why. 1,000,000%. That's why. So try this out and let us know, because if this is gout, friendly, then hey man, we got a whole new bunch of people we can go after, the gout crowd. So anyway,
gang.
Thanks, Gaurav, and let's keep in touch. Right? Let's figure this out.
Yeah, you know how to reach us, and I'll post the link below this video.
Awesome.
Get you Lean Pro. All right. Next, Abdullah Al-Mumin. My mother makes homemade butter using 2 ingredients only: buttermilk and heavy cream. Since we don't have grass-fed butter here, is it possible to rely on it as an alternative to grass-fed butter? Yeah, so great questions, man. I love your questions, guys, because it really forces me to go out and research. Research. You know, I sometimes I like doing it, sometimes I don't, but you know, I know that the more I research, the more I learn, right? And with this program and testosterone and keeping guys healthy, you know, I don't know everything. I don't know 100%. I know what I know, but there's also a ton of stuff that I don't know that it's out there. So the short answer is yes. That's the short answer. Yes, 100% yes. You know, heavy cream contains a lot of vitamins and nutrients that are beneficial to your health,
just like grass-fed butter does. The reason why, if any other person's listening to this, the reason why we use grass-fed butter is because of the high quality of that butter, and because it has so many nutrients in there, vitamin B, K2, omega-3s, and it's also got higher counts of beta carotene, all very, very healthy for us. The other, you don't want regular butter. You definitely don't want margarine. Those are the things that'll raise your cortisol levels, your bad cortisol, cause fat storage. So heavy cream is good. It's rich in fats, which we want, so that's perfect. Keeps blood sugar stable, perfect. Provides you energy, perfect. And I know that a lot of people actually use heavy cream in Bulletproof coffee. So I have Bulletproof coffee. Well, because I'm working on a project right now that has me working 16, 17 hours a day, from dusk till almost dusk again sometimes. And so I'm now having 3 of these a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then one again. I'll probably have another one for my nighttime session. So I'm not getting a ton of great sleep, but I have something to do. So I have Bulletproof coffee. So black coffee with a big, huge hunk of grass-fed butter, has to be grass-fed, and then MCT powder. So I have vanilla MCT powder that I throw in there. I may actually create an MCT powder for you guys, just if more people want this, but I'm not. So right now I'm sweating, like, because it's also metabolic, so you'll burn fat. So if you drink coffee, black coffee, switch to grass-fed, man, because I'm also getting fat. I'm also getting healthy fats. I'm also getting metabolic. It's got medium chain triglycerides in the MCT, which is perfect. So the answer to the question is yes, you can definitely go with your mother's homemade butter. Maybe if your mother wants to ship some homemade butter over to Canada, that'd be great. But just for other people who are listening, if you don't have a mother who can make buttermilk and heavy cream butter, then ghee is a very good, or ghee, I don't know, I gotta look to see how you pronounce it, but it's a form of butter that's popular in Asia, Southeast Asia, and in India, and it has tons of benefits as well. And so you could actually use ghee instead of grass-fed butter if you don't have it in the region of the world where you live. So hopefully that helps.
There you have it. Everybody's gonna go jump on the opportunity to eat butter.
Yeah, grass-fed butter. Oh, guys, I'm telling you right now, it costs a little bit more, but when I go get grass-fed butter, I get like 6 or 7 bricks, and a brick lasts pretty much a week, because not only do I put it in my coffee, and right now it's going crazy, but I put it on everything. Like on my rice, butter. On my sweet potato, butter. On my potato, butter. Seriously, man, like that's because I know that we need healthy fats, and butter. Grass-fed butter tastes amazing. Sometimes I get the salted, sometimes I get the unsalted. Doesn't matter. It's just however I'm feeling that day. If I feel a little salty, I'll grab the salt. If I feel a little like, you know what, I can go without it, then I will. But yeah, definitely, guys, everyone should be going out there and grabbing a ton of grass-fed butter, and using it on everything.
Happy holidays. All right.
I'm feeling good, man. Jolly old water nog I'm drinking here. Water nog.
Yeah, everyone gets dairy.
Everyone gets dairy. Everyone gets supplements. Everyone gets gifts.
It's a white Christmas after all.
Yeah, but Black Santa's bringing the white Christmas. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
If you're hearing this, ho. Yeah. So.
Anyways, go on. Hold me the clown.
The Bulletproof works.
Yeah, Bulletproof works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm be making the Bulletproof so everyone gets it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you can tell Funk still got energy at 4:38 p.m.
Oh, huge.
All right, let's go to Joe Z-Man. I just started phase 8 MMA shred and do not find it challenging at all. I do 5 rounds daily, use a weighted vest, and put a maximum effort, but I barely sweat and my heart rate doesn't go up that much. It's just too easy. What other workouts can I incorporate? Should I do a 30-day challenge again, or maybe a metabolic muscle program? What do you recommend?
So when I read this, actually Joe Z was on our coaching call. When I read this, I was just like, I was so proud. Do you want to know why I was so proud? Because when someone's telling me that my workouts are too easy, because I'm sure Joe Z, man, wasn't at that level when he first started, right? You weren't at the level you're at now. So I'm like, this is amazing. This is what I want. And you know what? To be honest with everybody, I feel very honest today. When I first put the program together, all 12 phases, I didn't realize that you guys, I mean, I realized you were going to get in better shape. That's why I have Alpha Plus. The reason why I have Alpha Plus, because I know that by the time you get to phase 12, it's like, I can't keep giving you the same workout. So you guys are just going to be like, okay, this is not even challenging anymore. I didn't realize it was going to happen in phase 8. So I'm trying to position this in a way where, okay, so phase 9 is hypertrophy muscle. It's a different type of training and you need dumbbells. So I'm not sure if that's what you want to do or if you want to combine the workouts, because I do know that there are a lot of guys I didn't realize this was happening, but on one of the coaching calls, they told me that they actually, some guys in like phase 7 and moving on, they do both workouts. They do the main workout with dumbbells. And then right after that, they'll do the bodyweight workout because they're like, oh, the main workout's only 20 minutes. So they jump in there and do the bodyweight workout. So sometimes when it's applicable, sometimes people do both workouts so because for those who are listening here, we have no equipment workouts and we have main workouts with dumbbells, but sometimes the whole phase is no equipment, like the MMA phase. Sometimes, there'll be no equipment workouts in the main workouts, but in general, I have to put a whole slew of no equipment workouts for the first 12 phases to ensure everyone can at least go through 12 phases without any equipment. So there's a few things here. Number one, if you look at phase 9 and see what your feeling about that is, and what I would suggest to you in phase 9, because it's a different type of training, right? It's hypertrophy, still metabolic, but you're lifting. And if you still don't find that, that's not gonna see. Here's the thing about the hypertrophy training. It's not about burning yourself out at the workout. It's about building muscle. So it's a little different mentality. That being said, if you're like, okay, you know what, Funk, I'm going to do the hypertrophy workout, and then I'm going to follow it up with the bodyweight workout and just use that as a finisher, and then the ab, and then the stretch. That's what I would do in phase 9, because I want you to get your phase 9 t-shirt before you move on. At least get that phase 9 t-shirt. So do phase 9, but try both workouts, right? And try to go a little bit heavier on the hypertrophy. Now, phase 10, 11, and 12, you may have to double up on the workouts if you want, or you could skip and go to Alpha Plus, because Alpha Plus will definitely challenge you. The workouts are more challenging. It starts off with you don't have to go to the metabolic muscle program, because it starts off with lean muscle workouts, actually. Oh yeah, it starts off with metabolic muscle in Alpha Plus. So I would do phase 9, right? Get this t-shirt, and then say to yourself, okay, do I want to, you got weighted vests, you got like 5 rounds, like, yeah, you're probably going to want to move on to Alpha Plus. And you could always come back and do phase 10 to 12 after you finish Alpha Plus 12 months from now, and do a couple of, you know what I mean? Like you can always go back, because those workouts are pretty good. The workouts are pretty good. And the bodyweight only workouts in phase 12, I think, are tougher. The bodyweight workouts I put in phase 10, 11, and 12 are almost as tough, if not tougher, than the main workouts, because I just added them. So if you did do both, like if there's a day where you can do 2 of those workouts, I would do that. If you're finding that you're not getting enough, right? Because remember, you can do both workouts in one day. Like when we're moving into like the later phases, you can double up on workouts, because we have those recovery days, right? It's not like we're breaking down our body day after day. We have recovery days. So I don't mind you doing that, Joe. But let me know what you pick, what you choose, because I want to kind of like monitor how you're doing. I want to monitor how you're doing and seeing how it's going, because you're not going to be the only person who will get to this point and feel like these workouts aren't challenging them. So having the 2 workouts actually makes sense now. So hopefully that helps.
All right, double up. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
We got Krishan Yadev. Starting phase 8 today, did my measurements this morning, and virtually no change in 2 months. Feel like I've definitely hit a plateau. Any advice on how to prompt the body back into positive change?
Yeah, so great question, Krishan Yadev, and great to have you here. Congratulations on starting phase 8. So I need more information. I definitely need more information. the first thing, so just to let everybody know, other people who are listening, what happens sometimes with our bodies is they get to their optimal weight and their optimal size. For me, that's 185. I've been literally 185, give or take 5 pounds either way, for 10 years. My body just loves 185. I can stay lean at 185. I have a six pack at 185. I'm ripped, I'm shredded at 185. My body loves it. Have I gone up to 190? Yes. When I was doing the hypertrophy and max muscle, I was 194. So I got up. I got like 195, 194 when I was shooting those workouts. And as I told some of these guys before, I actually wanted my optimal weight to be down at 180, 179. I wanted my optimal weight to be 179. So for a time, it was. My optimal weight was at 179. That was like where my body was starting to change, starting to but I had to be very, very diligent to get there. Like I couldn't sway at all. I had to be super diligent. I had to make up really tougher, like they're called fat shredder workouts. So I had to start doing these fat shredder workouts, which were bodyweight workouts, which you guys will probably do in Alpha Prime. They're very tough. They're very challenging. And my nutrition had to be on point. My supplementation had to be on point. I used Ultra Shred. So I had to do that for a month to get it to 179 and stay there. But what happened was, because I had to do the hypertrophy program and the max muscle, my body bounced the other way. Because when you're building muscle, you're going to put on size, right? You're going to put on size and water. So I'm back at 185 now. I'm back to 185. My body's back to 185. So we do get to optimal weights. It's not necessarily a plateau, like a negative plateau, right? And plateaus generally are a little bit longer than 2 months, right? They're a little bit longer than 2 months. But I need to know a few things. Number one, what is your goal? What are your goals? Because are you at a plateau where you want to lose more weight, or you want to burn more belly fat, or you want to, you know what I mean? Or are you at a plateau where you can't gain muscle, right? Like what is the plateau? So I need to understand that before I can tell you which way to go, because I need, because I don't know what the plateau is. So for anyone listening to this in the future where you feel like you've hit a plateau because you haven't had, and what were the measurements that were virtually the same? Because you say there virtually no change, but is there no change or is there change? Like sometimes it's just slow. Sometimes, listen, our goal, we have a big rock, right? And we're pushing this rock up this mountain. This is how steep the mountain is. So sometimes you're pushing that rock, it feels like a feather. Other times you're barely moving the rock, but you're still going forward. You're still getting results. And sometimes it could be months that you're doing this. And then all of a sudden, boom, you explode into like, oh man, I put all this hard work in, I got a little change, and then you just needed to come. It's like you're building something, or actually it's like that meme where the person's underground, right? And they're trying to dig a ditch and dig a hole to get to the other side where it's open, and they get right here because they've been working so hard. It feels like they're not getting closer. They're not getting closer. It's like they're working so hard. They get to here and they're like, forget this. And they turn around. All they had to do was dig for another day or two, and boom, it would have been like massive results, right? That can happen sometimes. You just have to keep going, right? You got to keep going, because specifically if you lose a lot of weight or your body changes very drastically, and then all of a sudden it stops that change, could be the optimal weight. It just could be your body just needs to settle at where it is. It's like, okay, man, okay, listen, I got to settle down here for a second. Let me just settle down here, get strong, keep the fitness levels up, and then we'll go for another bout of change, right? A big change. You don't generally change the same way the entire year. It's good. There are going to be some lulls. But that being said, I do need to figure out where you're at. So please ask that question again, but I need to know what measurements, what your goals are, and what were the changes or non-changes that you didn't see. Did you lose 2 pounds? Did you lose a 1% body fat? Like, all of those are changes, and they're changes in the right direction. So what you think is no virtual change could actually be, no, dude, that's good, man. Yeah, you're still trucking along. You're in phase 8. It's been 8 months. So And Christian, you may want to come on that coaching call on Sunday and ask that question then too. Okay, because I can get to that question, and I think a lot of other guys would love to hear the answer to that as well. Can I ask you a question, Rick?
Yep.
Is this like a podcast now? Like, are we making this like a podcast where we just like have the whole episode and then chop it up?
They get the whole episode, and then I chop it up, and then each
Okay,
individually becomes a video. Yeah.
Okay, so we do have one whole episode.
Yep.
So this could be our podcast.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
A podcast is just an audio file, so yeah, this whole thing could be a podcast.
And video, audio and video, both.
Okay.
It's a video, yeah. Podcast. My podcast is video and audio, so yeah, it's both.
Yeah, it's an Ask Funk podcast.
Yeah, love it. Yes, dude.
Sure.
I think right. Let's do this. We just literally created our own podcast. Seriously, I want this to be a podcast.
And we're already 36 episodes in.
Yeah, so you don't have to upload all the book, but I do want this to be a podcast because I think there's a lot of good questions here.
Always.
Okay, so this is a podcast.
Right. Yeah.
We have our own podcast.
We'll flesh out the details, but yeah.
Love it. Okay.
Love it. Sure.
All right.
Sweet.
This is great. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's welcome Eric Hicks to the podcast.
Yeah.
Has anyone found
this is
it's
like
real now?
the first version, right? The beta version. All right.
Yeah, hundo. Yeah, if you're not embarrassed by your V1, you launched too late, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we got
All right.
Eric. Has anyone found themselves crying or on the verge of crying at the end of an intense workout? Is that explainable?
Great question, Eric. I love that. I love this question, my brother, because again, I need a little bit more information. Okay, because there could be two things happening here. Okay, number one, you may have a lot of estrogen. So if you're just new, is Eric just new? Do you even know? You don't know, right? You know?
Not new.
Okay, so Eric Hicks, if you're like, first of all, get your testosterone checked, 100%. Like, where's my checked? Get your testosterone checked, because you saying that lends me to believe that
May 3rd. He joined May 3rd.
Oh shit. Okay, so God. Okay, well, tell me. Okay, first things first. Get your testosterone checked. So put the link to testosterone. Get your testosterone checked, 100%, because there could be two things happening here. Number one, you could have a lot of estrogen still in your body, and that because those are female hormones, and your hormones may be out of whack. And sometimes you just break out crying, man, because of the hormones for no reason. Like when I was taking prednisone is the worst steroid prescription drug you can take because of the side effects that it gives you, specifically for man, because not only do you get a big head, not only do you gain weight, but you also have female hormones. Your testosterone levels plummet. And like I was getting hot flashes. I was so emotional. Like I was crying. I was watching, Seinfeld, and I'd be crying. Like, what's going on?
And that's not even a good show.
What? What is wrong with you?
More of a Friends guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No way. Friends is garbage. That's garbage.
It's what was on in my house.
Nah, man. Seinfeld. Friends.
Or maybe we should put up a poll.
Okay. Put up a poll. Friends or Seinfeld. Put up that poll. And for our next, put up the poll. And our next episode, we'll answer that question.
Oh, if I put up a poll, people will see the results.
Yeah, but I want people to know the results on this podcast.
We'll tell them. Yeah, in case they miss it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go.
Yeah. So, what? I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, so Eric. Okay, so get your testosterone check. It could be estrogen. The other thing it could be is, are you crying just out of happiness that the workout's done? Like, is it tears of joy? Like, what are the tears? Right? Like, is it like? I think it's definitely hormonal. I have a feeling it's hormonal. I don't know anyone who cries. I mean, I've cried after workouts because they've been so freaking like training sessions where they've been really, really hard and really, really tough. And just cry out of the joy of I finished it. But I don't know. I haven't cried. But that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just, I mean, I know I have done that before, so I know where you're coming from. But I think it could be hormonal. It could be hormonal, but I'm interested to see what other guys said too. Maybe a lot of guys probably didn't even comment on that, because I know men are like, you cried, but no, that's a real thing. I've 100% cried after sparring sessions, And good sparring sessions, you know what I mean? So but again, Eric, I want you to re-ask this question. Give me more detail. Give me more detail. Give me more detail. All right.
All right. That's Eric. I will link the testosterone test kit below.
Yes, please.
And then we've got Lawrence PK.
Came in hot, eh?
Spotlight.
Lawrence, yeah, congratulations, Lawrence PK, man. Buddy,
yeah, those are some abs.
Your transformation is insane. Like we have, listen, everyone's transformation is insane. Believe me, everyone is. Every time I look, I'm like, this is insane. Yours though is insane because Lawrence, the reason why, because Lawrence PK and I have had many, many conversations throughout this process. I'm not losing enough fat, he says. And this is that, like, we've had these conversations. The thing about Lawrence is he just trusted the process, and he stayed in the process, and he asked questions, and he continues to do it. Now he looks insane, but he does have a whole bunch of questions. So let's get to them. But no, congratulations, Lawrence, man. You're absolutely incredible, man. You're a beacon of what this program's success can be when you stay consistent, for sure. Phase 8 too. Jeez, I remember when you first came in here. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, it's been like 8 months ago.
Yeah, but I remember though. I remember Lawrence PK because you did a 30-day challenge. In fact, I think you did the 30-day challenge. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
He asks good questions. He gets results. But we've got a theme going for this episode.
Yeah.
He seems to be hitting a weight and body fat plateau at 180 pounds, 17% body fat.
Yeah.
So phase 8, thinking about doing a fast again to shred more. So question 1, do you recommend weekly 24-hour fast or intermittent fasting 16/8?
Yeah.
And then Q2 for intermittent fasting, do you eat 3 meals in the 8 hours or just 2 meals?
Okay, I think I did answer this question for him. So I think you're less than 17% body fat. In fact, you are 100% less than 17% body fat. So don't get it twisted. You are definitely in the testosterone zone for sure. I guarantee it. Because remember, the percent body fat percentages usually are a little bit higher than they generally are. And one is, so yes, this does not shock me that you've hit a plateau, because when you came in here to where you're at right now is a massive difference. It may not look massive in the numbers, but in the visual, it's a mass. Your body's completely transformed. And so it makes sense to me right now that you're for you now, specifically at a 180 and 17% body fat, I think you're probably 15 or even 14. I'm gonna say you're most like 14 for sure, from the picture anyway. This is where your changes are going to be very small now. Your changes are going to be super small. You're not going to get big changes anymore. You're going to get smaller changes. And I don't even think your change should be weight related anymore. I don't think it should be weight related anymore. Like your weight is not even, the scale shouldn't even be part of your regime. I think your body fat percentage, the way you look, the way you feel, right? But yes, getting rid of that last fat, shredding is very difficult, and you really have to you got to stay on point, which you have been, which is why you're shredded. But I know you want to shred even more. So a few things. Yeah, I think shocking your system into intermittent fasting would be something that would garner some results as well. It's a great way to kind of like, because I remember when I was doing 3 meals a day and then I switched to intermittent fasting. I think if you look at my videos on YouTube from like 2015, like I was disgustingly shredded. Like it was unbelievable. Like it was crazy. I think 2015, like my YouTube videos there, and it was when I was really training diligently in MMA and Muay Thai, and yeah, like I was crazy shredded, and I was intermittent fasting, and I just switched to it. And so I would do 16/8, and generally with intermittent fasting, I'm only eating 2 times a day. It's very hard for me to get 3 meals in an 8-hour window. Very difficult. So, but 2 massive meals, 2 big. I make sure that I have a lot of carbs on those plates, and I have a big meal. Carbs, starchy carbs, fats, proteins, vegetables, same thing that you're eating. But I generally get 2, sometimes even 1. I remember near the end of my intermittent fasting days, which was beginning of this year. Sometimes I'd even just have one meal just a day because it's just the day gets away from me, and I would eat a big meal, and I wasn't doing a one meal a day, but it just would get away from me. So I would go with definitely the 16-8, and you have to get that 16. I'm going to answer your other question later because I think you talked about coffee. And then don't sweat getting 2, 3, or even one meal. Don't sweat it. Just make sure every plate is got a lot of food on it. And that way you don't have to sweat it if you only get 2 meals in, right? Maybe on your off day, you get 3 meals, and your workout days, you may only get 2, which is weird. But I just find that on my workout days, I usually just only got 2 because I eat after my workout, and then I don't eat, I eat again or what have you. So anyways, 2 or 3, whatever you get, don't sweat it if you get 1. Some days you'll get 3, some days you'll get 2, maybe 1 will slip in there, but don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. But the 16-8, let's do that for 2 months. Okay, let's do that for the next 2 months. You're in phase 8 right now? Ooh. Let's do that for 3 months then, because phase 8 is MMA, but phase 9 is hypertrophy, metabolic. So you're probably not going to see too much of a change. But phase 10 you will. So let's do 3 months of intermittent fasting and see how we do.
And then that's something Krishan could also do with his plateau?
Yes, yeah. But I don't know
He's in phase 8.
Yeah, but I don't know what his plateau is, whether it's a muscle building plateau but yeah, Krishan can definitely you can definitely do that. But I just need more information on his plateau. Lawrence told me like he's hitting 180, he wants to shred. So I know exactly where he needs to go.
You're right.
No. We're good.
We got another.
Okay.
Lawrence with another question about smoothies, not shakes.
Yeah.
Assuming I eat 3 full meals a day, can smoothies be taken as craving killers mid-afternoon or in the evening? And if yes, should I put all 4 ingredients or just carbs or fruits?
Okay, so I just answered a question before from Lawrence PK about adding intermittent fasting and only getting 2 meals a day, maybe 3. Now you have cravings in mid-afternoon or the evening, and you want a smoothie, not a shake. So the difference between smoothie, you have all 4 ingredients. Shake, you just have water and whatever you want to put in. So if you add another smoothie with all 4 ingredients, because that's the only smoothie you would make is with all 4 ingredients, then you're not gonna get shredded. So you're not going to get shredded because now you're adding a 4th meal. So you're not going to get shredded. What I generally do is I don't do it anymore because I don't have cravings because I eat a lot of carbs. So I make sure I don't have the afternoon craving. But what I will do is I will have a shake. So I'll take water, cold water, and I'll put 2 scoops of protein in there. And I'll shake it up and I'll drink it, and then I'll drink another water. And because the protein powder tastes so good, I get my sweet tooth done. Plus it's protein going in, so it's perfect. My body can always use more protein at any time of the day. So whether it's nighttime, like the other thing too, having protein at night is a great thing to do. Like having a protein shake before you go to bed, like it's amazing. I remember when I was doing Body for Life way back in the day. When I first, wanted to get lean way back, one of the things that you would do for Body for Life, which was like a transformation program that Bill Phillips used to do, was huge. People were winning millions of dollars. In fact, I know 3 people, like to this day, who are other fitness people who won. Joel Marion, Sean Hatzel, I can't remember the third one, but he's a French guy. I can't remember his name, but like the 2, Sean and Joel, they actually won it. They actually won money from doing the Body for Life from way back in the day. But one of the things you would do is you'd get up in the middle of the night and drink a smoothie or a shake. And I used to do that all the time. It was perfect because, again, protein during the recovery process, your body is recovering during sleep. So we've got the Reliance guy. So anyways, what I would do is I would just do the shake, not the smoothie. And have more carbs. But you will gain weight if you have 4 meals. So you're not going to get shredded.
All right. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Next question. I think we could do one
You
more.
gotta go.
I think we could do one more.
One more, Lawrence. He's got a question on Lean Pro and BCAAs. Big breakfast guy. So I eat a full breakfast, protein, carbs, fats, fruits,
Okay.
15 minutes after his workout. How should I integrate Lean Pro and BCAAs? As a shake right after breakfast, or a mid-morning shake, or mid-afternoon shake, or something else?
A shake after your workout or a mid-afternoon shake. Done. Okay, I've got someone coming. We'll get back to you. Okay. So do you want me to just pause this?
Yep.
Okay. Lawrence PK, Q12, 11.
Lawrence PK, questions on Ultra Shred. If you're just starting on it, do you go straight to 2 pills per day before the workout, or progressively 1 pill for a week and move to 2 pills from then on? And do we need to reduce the volume of daily coffee? I usually drink 3 or 4 cups a day.
Another great question. So Ultra Shred. What my boy is talking about is the best fat burning supplement on the planet. Right there, buddy. Right there. It's amazing. Okay, so this is how I use Ultra Shred. I only take one. And it's only need to take one. It says 1 veggie capsule. That's it. I take one. So on my workout days, I take it 15 to 20 minutes before my workout. Okay, with Metabolic Blast. That's my combination. Metabolic Blast is my pre-workout, and then I take Ultra Shred. That is my 1-2 combo. That is like, it doesn't matter what type of workout I do, whether it's muscle building, whether it's fat burning, it doesn't matter. It's Ultra Shred and Metabolic Blast, because Metabolic Blast is a pre-energy, but it's also metabolic. And of course, this is a metabolic energy fat burner. So the two, I'm telling you, is amazing. You're going to sweat like crazy, but you're going to feel great. They're going to get through any workout. So 15 to 20 minutes before the workout. And on my non-workout days, I will take one as soon as I wake up. So this is like, I wake up, take a shower, go downstairs, take my Ultra Shred, and then clean. so and then after I clean, so it takes about a half hour, then I have my Bulletproof coffee. That's my next thing. I have the Bulletproof coffee, come upstairs, do my other routine where I read my Bible, I gratitude, I meditate, and then I work. And that's literally every single day. So that's how I do Ultra Shred. In fact, on my workout days, I'll take Ultra Shred in the morning too sometimes, not always, but sometimes I will take Ultra Shred. So that's how I would do it. Just start with one a day though. Just start with one a day. And after a couple of weeks, when your body gets used to it, you can do the one every morning and then add the other one just before you work out. So on your rest days, you'll only have one. On your workout days, you'll have two. But only use this for like 2 to 3 months and then just and then come off of it. Like, because your body's gonna get used to it. Your body's literally gonna get used to it. It's gonna have no effect. So you gotta come off of it for a month and then go back on it. So you have to cycle the Ultra Shred because our bodies are very smart. And also, just one pro tip: when it comes to coffee, you should be drinking Bulletproof coffee. Everyone in this program, if you drink coffee, you got to switch because it's not only do you have great energy, you can see it here. Not only do you not crash, but you also will have healthy fats in there. So MCT and grass-fed butter. So we're getting the cholesterol that we need for testosterone. It's metabolic because MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. There's long chain and medium chain. Long chain takes a long time for it to get digested. So it takes your body slower to metabolize it. Medium chain, because it's shorter, your body starts metabolizing right away and you start that process of calories burning, right? So start drinking that. So you would just have, you would have to get a bullet, one of those small little shakers, Magic Bullet, which is amazing. I use it all the time. So you put black coffee, right? Big scoop of MCT, and I use the powder, not the oil, because the oil you'll be shitting all the time. So I use the powder and then grass-fed butter. Anyways, and then and it becomes nice and frothy. Throw some cacao nibs on top, and you're good.
So you don't need to cut down on coffee, but you might want to because you won't need it.
Yeah, you may exactly. It's 100. Yes, good, very good. Yes, you won't need it. Yeah, and it tastes good. The coffee like that, it tastes good.
Tastes better.
Yeah, for sure.
So fluffy.
Yes.
Okay, there you have it. We're going to go with Schroeder Street. My wife loves O40A. She says Angela is her workout inspiration. We work out together almost every day. It's the one thing we get to do together consistently. Recently, she signed up for the 28-day slim down, primarily to get nutritional guidance. We didn't like having 2 separate workout schedules. It just didn't work. I thought about signing her up for Women of Strength, but then we'd be on separate workout plans again. Is there a way to get her nutritional guidance she can use while continuing to work out with me in O40A? We are willing to pay for it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to pay for it, but you won't have to pay for it because I'm working on that right now. I'm working on the women. So Coach Faye she's got a master's in nutrition. Okay, she's also becoming she's in med school right now to become a naturopathic doctor. So she knows her stuff when it comes to nutrition. But that being said, I am creating a women's nutrition program based on the men's nutrition program. Because what I found is that I used my sister-in-law. I don't know if you guys have known this story, but I've used her as my guinea pig for the last 5 months, I believe now. It's been 5 months. Literally, she was at her wit's end. If I needed to have somebody to use this on, it would be my sister-in-law. She's 51 years old. She used to be in amazing shape at the time, but for 3 years, she just literally, everything stopped for her. She was gaining weight. She gained like 30 pounds. Everything she tried, no carbs, intermittent fasting, all these different types of workouts. Like she tried everything, and it was weighing on her mentally. In fact, she just gave up and thought, okay, this is it. This is just me. This is my body. My body's never going to change, and I have to deal with it. And for someone who's been super active all of her life, and for someone who, and then her job also, at that time, she was in a car for the most of the day, so she didn't really move around. So it weighed on her, and she was getting nutritional advice from, like she even tried keto, like she tried everything except. Okay, she tried everything. Okay, and she was getting nutritional advice from a bodybuilder who trains bodybuilders. Woman trains bodybuilders. She's also like a physique, so she's very smart. But I took her aside and I said, okay, I knew what was happening. I knew because she wasn't eating carbs, and I know about the hormonal things that happen with women too, that her metabolism completely shut down. I also knew that the workouts that she was doing were not designed for the body that she has. She had she's big. Well, here's the thing. You would think she's big bone, right? You would say, oh, you're just big bone. She's my wife's sister. So they're tall women. They're like, we call them Vikings, right? They're just, and so you would think she's big boned. So you would think, okay, well, you're big boned, and she's doing fucking deadlifts and, CrossFit style workouts. And I'm like, dude, you're doing the wrong workouts. Like your body doesn't need more muscle. What you're doing is you're filling your body up. You're bloated. You're not eating carbs. So your metabolism slows down. So what I did is I put her on our diet, our nutrition plan. Literally, I told her you're going to eat 3 meals a day, starchy carbs, fats, proteins, vegetables with every single meal, every day, 3 times a day. That's it. Tons of water. And you're going to do the body weight workouts. I gave her some higher intensity body weight workouts only. 5 months later, she lost like all 30 plus pounds. She's a stick. She looks so healthy. She's so happy. Like she's the happiest she's ever been. She's always hungry. She's always metabolizing. Like her metabolism kicked in because it took about a month and a half, and then her metabolism just kicked in and it just literally starts falling off. And now she gets to do all the workouts that she likes to do and still stay lean because she's eating carbs, fats, proteins, vegetables. It's all hormonal, right? And she's getting rid of all the crap. She didn't eat any crap. It took her a while to accept that carbs were going to help her. But as soon as she started, it was just like, wow. Like, and a lot of her friends are jealous. Women, they're just like, oh, look at you. You're all skinny now, right? Me, I'm on cloud 9. She looks absolutely amazing. I think even my wife's a little jealous too. Because my wife's always been like the leaner one. And now Charlotte's leaner than she is. So I think like she's a medium now, and Charlotte used to always be large, like always large, extra large. Now she's medium. And I think, just saying. So The bottom line is your wife will also be privy to this. So I am going to be working on this over the next couple of weeks before the Christmas. My goal is to have this nutrition plan ready, and then I'll just send it over to you, and then she can use it. And it's literally going to be the same as what you're doing. Her plate's not going to have as much food as yours is. But I do want to say that I know that my sister Charlotte, she said to me, man, I was just hungry. Like I wake up hungry. I never used to wake up hungry. I wake up hungry, like I eat, my metabolism's going, like I have to put more food on my plate just to keep my metabolism going, like just to keep up. And that's you guys, that's all of you guys. When you eat healthy like that and don't eat any other junk, like she didn't eat any other junk until her birthday, and then she didn't eat any other junk until Christmas, because she knows how she feels when she eats it, like you guys do. So Schroeder, yes, the moral of the story is, definitely going to get your wife on it, and hopefully maybe we can use her as a testimonial too if she gets results, which she will. So oh, sorry, this is what I want to say. So you both can work out together. So I wouldn't put her on Women of Strength. Just use the same workouts. Doesn't matter. Everyone can use the same workouts. You guys see Angela in them, and you can eat the exact same foods. You can eat the exact same food. So it's perfect. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Good things coming down the pipeline.
Totally.
Always. Okay, we got Leonardo DeBylum Sr. What's your opinion on a person going to their primary care physician in order to boost their testosterone levels? Or is it always better to boost your testosterone naturally on your own?
Yeah, great question, man. So Leonardo DeBylum Sr., you must be new, so welcome to the Brotherhood. Okay, so in this program is designed to help men naturally boost their testosterone levels, okay? Because our number one enemy is testosterone replacement therapy. That's our number one enemy. That's the one thing we never want to have to resort to, because it completely destroys your body. Okay, it completely destroys your hormones. Once you start on testosterone replacement therapy, your natural testosterone completely shuts off. So there's no production, zero production. And the longer you're on it, the longer it's going to take for your testosterone when you come off of it to even get to 100. So that's number one. And the side effects of it are just brutal. That's number one and two. Even though it's your testosterone, it's not natural testosterone, right? Like, in order for you to naturally boost testosterone, you have to have a lifestyle. So what all you're doing is just masking it. You're not even doing the things that are going to help you lose weight, get healthy, like all of the things that this program promises you. You have to do those in order to get healthy and boost testosterone. Just getting into testosterone injections or pills or rubs or whatever is just masking everything. You're still going to have a big belly. You're still going to be unhealthy. You're still going to have all of the things that you have right now. Just your testosterone levels are going to go up, and that your testosterone levels will only go up to a certain point, right? They'll only go up to a certain point with TRT, because and that's the other thing. And the final thing is you're paying. You're a slave to it. You're just paying. So now, and you got to pay for the rest of your life, and you're still not going to be happy with your health and your body and everything else, because you haven't learned how to naturally boost your testosterone. So you don't ever need to do that. So that's what this program is all about. It's a lifestyle. So you need to have nutrition, which we have. You need to have workouts, recovery, sleep, like all of those things together. Each one of those things won't work, but everything in unison will work. And the reason why I tell you this is because we've had many men in this, not many, but we've had men in this program come in who were on testosterone replacement therapy, but because of some specific reason, financial or just whatever, they just couldn't keep up with it. What happens? Their testosterone levels plummet like to 100. We want 850. So their testosterone levels will plummet to under 100. So they're bare, and when your testosterone levels are that low, you can barely get up. You can barely get up. I know one person specifically, a close friend of mine, who was on testosterone replacement therapy, whose testosterone levels went down under 100, and he literally was like, I can barely move. And he was an active person. And I'm like, yeah, man, because your testosterone, you're not even producing everything. So it's going to take a long time for us to get him back. But there's also been other guys who, would be at 400, stop, testosterone levels go back down, because when you stop, your T levels are going to go back down. And then now are up to 6. I'm sure that person's about 7 or probably 700 at least. There's one person, and I'm not going to pull out this name, but there's one person that I know, we've had this on this thing before, where he showed us that he was at 400, came down when he started the program, because of course he came off, and now it's higher than it was when he was on testosterone replacement therapy. So that's the other thing. The other thing is, this program 100% will increase your testosterone levels. Not even a question. Time and time again. Let me use Tony Young, for instance. My boy Tony came in the program. I think he was at about 200, 219 when he came in, right? Obviously, his doctors wanted to do TRT. Well, actually, I think his doctor did not want him to do TRT. In fact, I think at first his doctor was like, "Let me just see what happens with this new program." So now he's at 500. So he's doubled. Okay, 6 months, doubled. So 500, almost at 850. Best shape of his life, 6-pack abs, feeling great. Goes back to his doctor. Doctor can't believe it. How the hell did you double your testosterone levels? This program. He's like, good, keep doing what you're doing, because you don't want to go on TRT. It's just a cash grab for most doctors. Doctors will tell you that you need it and you can't get it from other things. I have somebody else who texted me and said, my doctor is telling me that you can't just boost your testosterone through nutrition, and you can't, and not only did he say it, but his assistant said it and the nurse said it. Of course they said that, because it's so much money in their pocket. But also to defend the doctors, because we have Dr. D on the podcast sometimes doctor, like, you're their patient, so they want you to be healthy. They want you to be healthy, and they don't think that you're going to do the natural things, because 99% of the people don't do, oh yeah, I've got high cholesterol. Okay, well, eat healthy, exercise. Come back 3 months later. Yeah, your cholesterol is, yeah, I told you eat healthy and exercise. Oh, well, this happened and this happened. So most people don't do it. So they're just like, now they're just like, here, take this, because you're not going to do what you're supposed to be doing. You guys are different. You guys do what you're supposed to do, and you crush through our enemy. You kill our enemy. Our enemy has no chance. In this program, TRT has no chance, 0 chance. So definitely, and your doctor, depending on what type of doctor they are, especially a primary care physician. Your primary care physician has no clue about testosterone. Okay, they're just a GP, man. They know a little bit of everything. They're not a hormone specialist. So they're literally just going on with what all their other physician buddies are doing. This is easy money. Testosterone replacement, super. I get $200, $300, $400 a month or whatever it costs. Nice. Right? You don't need it, man. It's going to take time. You have to get your testosterone levels checked. Obviously, you just did. I'm assuming you did. And we're going to get it checked every 3 months. And you're going to see it's slowly going to go up. Sometimes it's going to go faster than the other, depending on how much work you put in. But absolutely not. In this program, TRT is the enemy, 100%.
The program works if you work it.
And here's the last thing. I have told people not to go on testosterone replacement therapy for the reason I just told you. And they've gone on testosterone replacement therapy. And then they've come back off testosterone replacement therapy to tell me, I should listen to you, man, because now my testosterone's at 60. And I have no money to pay my doctor, and I don't know what to do. I'm like, dude, it's right here. So it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You don't need it.
Yeah, this program's way cheaper than TRT.
Totally. And it works better.
And it's natural.
And it works better.
And it's a lot less needles.
I would put my 10 best alphas against any other guy on testosterone. Put them up against each other. TRT workouts, like you know what I mean, like fitness, whatever. Guys who are naturally have high testosterone over 50, even against younger guys who are taking TRT. Anytime. Our top 10 guys in alpha will crush anybody, 100%. All young guys, we would destroy them, man. Guys like Joe Z-Man, come on, no question. No question. Jonathan Terry, what? Come on, man. All you guys. All you
Beasts.
beasts. You're beasts. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Alpha Camp's gonna be sick.
Yeah. Oh my God. 2022 now. Fuck. 2022. Alpha Camp 2022 is going to be insane. Like, buddy, guys, this is going to be, I'm getting goosebumps. This is going to be like game changer, man. We're going to easily get 80 guys to that one.
Alpha Games.
We already have 12 people who've already paid for it, so they're already coming. So, anyways.
Lots of time to build the hype.
Yeah, totally.
All right, we got Brian Curl. How do you overcome the munchies?
Great question. Big BC, baby. Brian Curl, good to see you, man. Great question. More carbs. More carbs, Brian. 100% more carbs. That's a simple answer. So let me give you the longer answer, just not too long, but a little longer. So the reason why you're having munchies could be a few things. Number one, you're just not eating enough calories. What's this?
The reason for the munchies.
Oh yeah, does he smoke her?
There was a cannabis gif. So he's like, to be clear, those kind of munchies. Those kind of munchies.
Oh, he has a cannabis?
It says asking for a brother.
Oh, okay, I see.
But, yeah, if it were medicinal or like a cannabis-related munchies.
Okay.
Then
sorry, my bad. So I didn't get that. Okay, I didn't see that in the question. Okay.
It was in the comments.
Okay, and it was from Brian, or are we just?
Yeah.
Okay. Great question, because actually this is a very good question, and we do need to start talking a little bit more about it, because cannabis is legal. It's in most places in the world, and it's something that helps a lot of people. And I have CBD. I'm not a cannabis. I never smoked pot. People would throw it out of my hand because I had no clue how to. I never smoked, and I don't know how to smoke. So they would just knock it out of my hand because they didn't want me to like pull my lips all freaking like just destroy it. My friends
gum it up.
They're like, do not give it to. Anyways, that's a great question. My answer to that question would be we need to come up with a healthy munchy snack that as stupid as it sounds, I think we need to come up with something, because I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I mean, you could do a smoothie, right? We could do a smoothie with water, a scoop and a half of chocolate lean pro, lots of berries, banana, maybe some steel cut oats. You know what I mean? Like just something that like will satiate you, but it's safe. It's healthy, right? Because you usually want to go the opposite. You want to go salty. You want to go sugary, right? So if we can make something that's kind of sugary with the lean pro, and then have that as our go-to whenever that time happens. And I know that when I, take whatever or smoke whatever, do whatever, this is definitely I'm gonna get the munchies, and I don't want to sabotage my results because of this thing. So that's a great question. I don't know if it's a smoothie or if it's just like, berries are my thing. Like that's my new thing. Like I'll have a massive bowl of raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, and I'll put them in, and we get all of that like at the local Chinese food, like the local, the Chinese market, because they bring in all that local stuff.
Kensington?
Not Kensington, but like right here, there's like our food, we call it carload. We just go in there, we grab it. It's the best quality from like getting it at Loblaws or somewhere else. And I have that all the time, and it's perfect because it's sweet. Right, and it's got all the antioxidants, so it's got everything that we need. So, but I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna create a couple smoothies specifically for that. I think it's important. So, I'll get back to you, Brian Curl. But I love that question.
I'm sipping on homemade beef broth that I made today. So it's just. Yeah. I got bones for $4. It's got marrow in it, water, salt, garlic, onions, and then we treat the like stuff as a soup base, and I just drink the actual broth. Yeah, which has like beef in there, but like it's salty, it's warm, it's rich, it's savory, it's fatty. So like it really hits those cravings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, I can't relate, so it's very hard for me to I can't say, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't relate, but I do have friends and people, I see them and they, or I mean, it's been a while, but like growing up, I know, I had guys who just do that all the time. My best friend was a big weed head, and he would always be munching on shit. So I do get it. So I'm gonna come up with a couple of smoothies that, and if anyone else has that and can come up.
Celery is like negative calories, so you just slap some peanut butter on there for some savory, fatty, whatever.
Yeah, almond butter, yeah, for sure. Again, I just don't know the type of. Listen. Here's the thing, Rick. When I see guys or girls who have the munchies after they smoke, I see what they're eating. It's like you said, salt. It's junk food because they just eat the salt, all that stuff. So the thing needs to be junky but healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's,
you know what I mean?
It's not really overcome munchies. It's how do you handle those munchies in a like effective way.
Yeah. So good one though. It's a good challenge for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it sounds like we need a cannabis munchie guide.
Totally. Probably do. We should. Can we
parking lot that?
Can we poll and see how many people are actually smoking cannabis, or is that
cannabis users?
Kind of stuff now.
What's up?
I know that in some countries it's still not legal, in some states it's not legal. I know here in Canada is. Can we ask that question? Do you think?
We can ask how many users? Yeah.
Yeah. Can we ask that question?
It'd get complicated if we go by where it's legal and stuff, but
but like could we put a poll in the Brotherhood, say how many people use cannabis in some way?
Yep. Are you a cannabis user? Yes, no? Can we just see?
I don't know. We'll talk about this offline, but I think we should. I again, just gathering information on our people, our brothers, right? So
yeah, no, it's a good idea.
Yep.
It's just getting more widely used and legalized and
so
effective for people. So
yes, very effective, very effective. Okay, next
up. Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, thank you.
Cool. We've got Anthony Balasakin, started phase 3 yesterday and was wondering on my fast day, can I have 1 or 2 protein shakes, protein, MCT oil, and water during my fast? Yeah,
so great question, Anthony. So protein breaks your fast. So 100% you cannot have protein. It does break your fast. So first of all, my advice to you, Anthony, is to do just a 20-hour fast. Don't go 24. Just do a 20-hour fast because it seems like you need food, right? The other thing is, this is very important for anyone listening when it comes to fasting for that 1 day, 20 to 24-hour fast. The night before, you eat tons of carbs. Okay, you put more carbs on your plate the night before a fast because those carbs are going to give you that energy and going to help you as you go through that next day. Then the other thing that I drank a lot during my fasts was black coffee with MCT powder, because you do have MCT. Did you say something about MCT? No. Oh yeah, you did. Yep. So you have the MCT. Perfect. So black coffee, MCT, and grass-fed butter, and you mix it up, and then you get it frothy. Or I think you can do that with tea as well. I believe you can do it with tea, like green tea with. I'm not sure what that tastes like.
Yeah, I do with chaga.
Yeah. Okay. So with the coffee though, it's perfect because it will suppress your appetite, give you energy, start the burning process. So now you're burning even more fat, because that's the whole point of doing that fast, is to deplenish the glycogen stores, and so your body now dips into the fat storage. But the night before your fast, eat more carbs, put more carbs on your plate, and that way you'll have at least some satiation throughout the next day, and then do the coffee. But you cannot have protein. The only other thing you could have is my metabolic blast, which is a pre-workout, because that was made with no calories. I made metabolic blast specifically for intermittent fasting, because at that time I was fasting. So metabolic blast before your workout if you are finding that you don't have enough energy for your workout, but definitely eat more carbs the night before, and you can't have protein. Just lots of water, and that coffee would be good too.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We got Dave Puzo. Hey, Funk, I joined back in May and was part of the program, but fell out of routine during the summer and want to get back on track. So what do you recommend? Should I start from phase 1? I stopped in the middle of phase 3. I'm a smaller build, so want to put on muscle, not concerned about losing weight. I maintained almost healthy eating, just have been doing about 40 push-ups in the morning and night since I've stopped the program. My biggest battle is motivation.
Yeah, so Okay, I got a couple things here for you there, Dave. Great question, Davey P. And I definitely remember you, my brother. Dave Puzo. Good to have you back, Puzo. Good to have you back. Okay, number one. My advice to you, Dave, is to join the hypertrophy program. Do the 90-day hypertrophy program. The reason why I'm telling it's a muscle building program. It's going to be in the bonus section this weekend, so you'll be able to start it on Monday, right? If you want to. You need dumbbells though, so I'm not sure what your thing is, because you have a smaller build and you want to put on muscle, and you don't give a crap about the weight. This is the program for you, man. You came back at the right time, right? This should reinvigorate your motivation because it's a brand new program. It's different style of training, a lot slower. Workouts are a little bit longer because it is hypertrophy training, but they're fun, they're challenging, and you're gonna pack on some muscle. The nutrition is also just the same nutrition. We're just adding another meal or a smoothie to ensure that you get the calories. Recovery on your rest days are rest days too. So those days are specifically rest days, recovery days. But before you even move that way, that's where I would tell you to go. I'm not even going to tell you to go back to phase 3 or phase 1 because your goal is to build muscle. So I'm going to put you right into that program. It will be up on the weekend. So I'll send an email out. But before you even start that, Dave, you need to go back and you need to watch the What is Your Why video, phase 1 mindset video. You need to watch that video, and then you need to find out what your why is, because that is going to be your motivation. If you don't know what your why is, and I'm not going to go too deep into details here because the video will tell you everything, then it's very easy for you to fall off your routine. Very easy. Summer, winter, whenever it is. It's easy to do that when you don't have something that you're getting healthy for, whatever that is. And it's not just to lose weight. It's not just to pack on muscle. You got to go deep, deep, deep. Like it's almost got to make you cry. You got to ask yourself the question and layer it 10 or 5 or 6 times. You got to keep asking you, okay, why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Why do you want to build muscle? I want to build muscle because, I just want to be healthy. Okay, well, why do you want to build muscle? Like, why? Oh, well, I'm really skinny and I have a hard time putting on weight. Okay, well, why? Like, why do you want to build muscle? Why do you want to, oh, well, whenever people used to always, bully me because I was skinny and I still have that. I don't know. I'm just making something up, Dave, but just, like you got to go deeper. What else? Why else? Why else? Well, I have kids and, I want to be whatever to my kid. And, I've got a young kid who's got whatever disease. I want to make sure that kid doesn't, or my parents have heart disease. I don't want to have that. Or, I have a feeling that my wife may be leaving me and I want to keep it. You got to go deep, man. Because it's the times when you don't want to work out, the times when you're at work and Brenda brings in the cake, the time when it's summertime and your friend calls you and they want you to go to the pool and you're like, I could just do this workout and then go to the pool, or I can just go to the pool. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it tomorrow. Let me go to the pool. Like, that why is gonna smack you in the face and say, dude, you're doing this because of blah, blah, blah. So, hey, Carl, I'll be at the pool in an hour. I got to just get this workout in. Hey, Carl, I'm not drinking today, man. I've got my health. I got to, you know what I mean? Like, your why has to be, the guys who do this program and continue to stay on this program, they do the why and they continue to revisit it because that's going to keep you there. It's got to be strong. What if you did do this the first time you're in here, then that why wasn't strong enough, because there's always going to be birthday parties. There's always going to be weddings. There's always going to be summer. Summer's going to happen every year. There's always going to be vacations. All of those things will always happen. So you have to bulletproof yourself from that. And that's your why, because you can always go back to that why. And that why will continue to change. As you become in better shape, your why is going to change, right? It continue to change, but you have to have that. So download the mindset guide and watch that why video, because I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Everyone who does it is just like, man, today was a tough day. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, Dave. 80% of the time, I don't want to work out. 80% of the time, I dread working out. I dread it. I'm like, fuck, because I know how hard my workouts are. So I'm not excited to. 80% of the time, I want to hit pads with my pad holder. It's fun. It's great. I get to smash pads. 80% of times I don't want to do a body weight workout, a crazy workout. Like I don't want to, but I do it. I have to do it because my value of fitness and health supersedes anything, right? So it supersedes anything for me. That's my value, but you have other values. The point I'm trying to make is I'm not excited to go and shoot 4 workouts, videos, follow along. Do you think I get excited about that? I dread doing that, but there's a why. My why for that is I need to create, good, solid, content that you guys can use. I could just go and shoot demos of the workouts and give it to you, but I have a why. So once you have that why, that's going to break your motivation. That's going to break, Claude Plachette. That's a good person to think about, because Claude Plachette, you may see him in the Brotherhood, Dave. I think he started maybe at the same time you did, or maybe just before. But Claude used to go through the same circle every year, 3 years straight. He would start off hardcore, because he was a hardcore, and then by summer, gone, and then gain 30 pounds, drinking with his buddies, and then next year, same thing. Drinking with, but like every year would be the same thing. Start off the first 3 or 4 months, and then this year, that all changed. He just I don't know, was it his mindset or what have you, but it changed. And it was one of the things was he did go through a mindset thing, but he stopped drinking. He hasn't had a drink in 8 months. This guy used to be a big time drinker with his buddies, and look at his before and after. He's got an 8-pack. And is in the greatest health. And it's like, there's no looking back. This is insane. So once you get that motivation, it comes from your why. I can't motivate you anymore, man. I'm doing the workouts with you. I mean, I send you emails every day. I coach you on every Sunday on the coaching call. I do ask funks. There's not much more I can do for you, my man. But I'm glad you're back. And I want you to get on track, and let's do that hypertrophy program. It's 90 days. Let's pack on some muscle, Dave. Let's pack on some muscle.
Oh, good goal. Yeah, Claude Plachette. He's very active in the group.
Yeah,
look him up.
Man, yeah. It's Claude Plachette, right? That's the one that he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't validate your story, but
no,
he's killing it.
Yeah, he sent me I did a highlight. He sent me this whole story about his every year it'd be the same thing, and then finally he stopped drinking. He just it was crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing. I love those stories.
Beauty. Okay, let's go. Deval Katakia. Being a vegetarian, can I have approximately 6.76 fluid ounces of cow milk and 3.53 ounces of cottage cheese as a source of protein in a day for lunch and dinner?
So
very exact approximations.
Yeah, because you looked it up. Deval, great question. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. Okay. So obviously you know my take on vegans and vegetarians. I feel for you guys. I really do. I feel for you because plant-based proteins are not complete proteins. Okay. They don't contain the adequate sources that we need, the 9 essential amino acids that we need, okay, for our bodies, for our metabolic processes, for testosterone, for everything. Okay. So if you're a vegetarian, the one thing that perplexes me about people who are vegans and vegetarians is when they ask me about what are vegan and vegetarian substitutes, like for protein or whatever. I'm not hacking you right now, Deval, because it's a good question. But it's just if you are a true vegan vegetarian, then you already know that answer. You already know, because I feel very bad for you guys, because the proteins that you have to choose from are horrendous. They're not full. They don't give you what you need. And it's just, the list is like this, right? And when you're a male and it comes to testosterone, the list even comes to here. And you want to lose weight and get healthy, it's here. You got lentils, you got chickpeas, most varieties of beans, nutritional yeast, spelt, and teff. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I know spelt, yeah. Hemp seed, amaranth, and quinoa. We'll put the list there. Quinoa is actually a carb too, so it's both carbs and proteins. So I would use that as your carb. But the bottom line is 6.76 fluid ounces of cow milk and 3.53 ounces of cottage cheese is not going to be a good source of protein for you during the cow's milk is going to be horrible for you because that's going to cause your estrogen levels to increase, and you're going to find it very hard to get rid of your belly fat, and you're going to find it hard to boost your testosterone, specifically if you're having cow's milk every single day. And cow's milk has fat too. It's not just protein. And when I looked at the list of proteins, cow's milk wasn't even on the list. So I would choose for you, I would choose from the list that Rick's gonna have: lentils, chickpeas, beans, nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast, I actually put that on my salad. So when I have salad, I put on nutritional yeast. Spelt and teff, hemp seed, amaranth, quinoa. You are very limited, and I'm guessing that's why you're asking me the two things. My advice to you is to get lentils. Lentils are good. Get some chickpeas. And beans, and use those as your proteins. I feel bad for vegans because the foods you eat are just disgusting. Really, it is because a lot of the stuff that vegans and vegetarians have, because I have vegans and vegetarian in my family, so I know, I will see it there. It's all processed foods and soy based, so and they're very weak. Like there's just, like, you may see something on Netflix, but don't believe the hype. A lot of those people were on steroids before they became vegans, right? And there's a lot of things that aren't, you only say what you want to be said. But anyways, my point is, I don't support it. Specifically, I don't support it. But I know that people do it for moral reasons or, cultural reasons or what have you. But if you are a vegan or vegetarian, you should already know what your proteins are. If you're just jumping on the vegan vegetarian bandwagon for some reason, then get the hell off the wagon. Get the hell off that wagon, because you're sabotaging your health and your hormones to jump on a wagon when you could be eating healthy, good, great foods that support your hormones and your health and your fat loss and your muscle growth. And because you should already know what the proteins are. You should already have that. Anyways, I'm done. I gave you a list here. Those are it. And good luck. Good luck, for sure. Good luck.
All right, that's all we can do. We've got Bubba Palmer. I have severe tendonitis around the elbow. I'm supposed to be starting phase 7 on Monday, but the pain is saying something different. I don't want to be a couch potato until it heals. Are there any exercises that you can recommend for me?
Great question, Baba, and sorry for that elbow. I just want to make a general announcement that is super important, that from the beginning of this program, forever, we focus on warming up before every workout and stretching after. Doing the yoga mobility on the recovery day, because the mobility is going to help with our joints. Because as you move through the phases, the workouts get tougher. And as the workouts get tougher and you're moving in different ranges of motion, not saying you can't handle it, you can, but you really have to make sure that our joints and our tendons are healthy, okay? So we don't get tennis elbow or whatever. Now, sometimes that has nothing to do with the workout and has more to do with how we're, maybe, we're on the computer or maybe we play tennis and actually got tennis elbow, because I used to play tennis. So sometimes from doing that movement that you continue to do, that's how you get it, or what have you. And it's very difficult to do anything upper body when you have tennis elbow or tendonitis, which is a condition of inflammation. So that's inflammation in the tendons and the connective tissues around the elbow. That's what it is. So one of the big things is you have to get the inflammation down. The best way to get the inflammation down is by not doing anything. That's you know what I mean? Like, not, because the more you work out, the more inflammation you're going to have. So, you could do things like speed walking. You could do you can do lower body workouts, squats, lunges. You can do ab stuff. I know that, what's his name again? Miko Harlow from Finland who's in this program. Shout out to Miko. He had tennis elbow. I believe he had tennis elbow, and he did sprints. He was doing sprints, but he had tennis elbow for a while. And the reason why he had it for a while was because he was still working out. So what happens is when you have an injury, right? Your body needs to send as much nutrients to that injury so that it heals quickly. But if you continue to take up your body's nutrients or metabolic process or whatever, doing other things, or eating shitty foods that cause inflammation, or eating sugar, then this is going to prolong, and it's going to take much longer. If you just rest completely, then it's going to be faster to heal. Like I have back issues right now and a little bit of sciatica, and the reason why that this is not healing is because I continue to work out. I continue to shoot videos, so I continue to do things that I know that, man, I need to just like literally not do anything for a week so I can get rid of the sciatica, do some back routines or whatever, which I'm going to post. So the bottom line is, if you had like a bike, like the Peloton, like I don't know if you were on the coaching call on Sunday, but I literally did a massive plug for Peloton. I don't get money for it, but I told everyone to buy Peloton this year because this is a perfect thing. You can add like a 10-minute finisher or whatever, you know what I mean, whenever you need it, or if you get injured, you can still use something, right? Anyways, if you have some type of bike, or have access, that's great. You can do sprints on the bike to keep that going. You can do abs. You can always do abs. And you can do lower body stuff like squats and lunges and that sort of thing. I don't have a specific program for that, but yeah, you can do some lower body stuff. The other thing is you want to supplement with omega-3s and turmeric. So turmeric and omega-3s. So again, as we get older, guys, and as you go through this program, supplements are going to be even more important because the bar continues to rise in regards to the workouts, and we just want to make sure that we're healthy. Mobility, rest, warm-ups, stretching, nutrition, but supplementation is going to be that final piece of the puzzle. So I'm just about to just literally after I get off this call, I'm creating a joint, alpha joint health is what it's called. Alpha joint support, I think it's called or something. Anyways, I'm going to be creating a joint. There it is right there. Okay, there you go. Okay, so yes, I'm going to be creating a joint supplement with like 9. So I dove deep. I want to see what are the best joint supplements, like the best ingredients to have in a joint supplements. This has 8 of the 9. So like through Healthline, I always go to Healthline because it's always supported by research. And so I dig deep. I've got this supplement is ultra. So when you take that supplement, which is going to be coming, I'm just literally ordering it right now after I get off this call with turmeric and omega-3, dude, done. But right now, you're going to post the joint supplement stack. Get that stack right now, which is, I believe it's just turmeric and omega-3s. It may be something else. And then add that other one, man, and it's going to be something that you can continue to use as well.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll post link below. We got Carlos Guerrero. Hey, bros, just got an eye surgery today. Going to be off exercise for a month. Just walking. Do you recommend to start from phase 1 after the doctor approves physical activity?
Yeah, great. Welcome, Carlos, and congratulations on eye surgery. And now you're going to be like Steve Austin, the $6 million man. You'll be able to see. You guys, you probably don't remember, but I used to have the Steve Austin doll, and it used to have, you could look through the eye and it had a magnifying glass from behind. Man, it was awesome.
Do you know wrestler?
No, Bionic Man. Do you know who $6 million man is? $6 million.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well that was a show that we all used to watch. Carlos remembers it. Chris McGill remembers it. Eric E remembers it. Oliver Chamberlain.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like that was the best show because he was a bionic man. He went up in space. Spacecraft got destroyed. He got destroyed, but they put him together. We can rebuild him. We have the technology to make the first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. And he could jump and he could see far.
So that's Carlos.
That's Carlos. Carlos is the new $6 million man. So we're putting you together.
Congrats.
Okay. So Carlos, my advice to you is just to start off, I think, where you left off. So like whatever phase you left off at. So
if he'd be in phase 3 by now.
Okay. So I would just go back to after that month, I would just go back to phase 3 and try to battle through. I wouldn't go back to phase 1. Phase 3 is going to be tough for you, but I would just go start at phase 3 and keep going for sure. But the walking is going to be good. Keep walking, and nutrition is going to be so important, Carlos. So important. Don't keep your nutrition 100% during these times. Get your abs. Keep doing abs. You can do abs every day. Go to the bonus section. Go to Perfect Abs and do the Perfect Abs program in the bonus section of the. I think it's in the membership as well. But if you're an app person, go to the. Under the home, you scroll down, you can go to ab workouts and then Perfect Abs. Do that one. It's a 28-day program. You have 6 ab workouts every single week. So do those. That way you feel like you're doing something. It's only 6-7 minutes, but it's a cumulative, right? The walking that you do and the abs that you do together will keep you at least together, right? So that by the time you get back phase 3, you got 6-pack abs because your nutrition was on point. You've been walking. So sometimes do some speed walk and then walk slowly and then do some speed walk and walk slowly. You'll be fine, Carlos. You'll be fine. And keep coming back to the brotherhood and keep looking and getting inspiration from the people who are working out, because you'll get that inspiration and you'll take it with you and do whatever you can. That's going to make your recovery better. Some people think, oh, well, if I can't work out, I'm just going to go in there. I'm just going to get frustrated. But don't look at it that way. Look at it the other way. There's another coin there. The other coin is I'm going to go in there. I'm going to talk to my brothers. I'm going to have my patch on my eye. I'm going to take a picture after my walk and my ab. You know what I mean? Like, how amazing would it be, Carlos, if I go into the brotherhood and I see a picture of Carlos with his patch on doing ab workouts? Like, there's no excuse after that. It's like, dude, the $6 million man's doing freaking ab crunch, like not ab crunches, but abs. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not letting you off the hook, Carlos. You got to get in there. You're going to do the abs. You're going to go on the walks, and you're going to post pictures with the patch. And you're a new $6 million man, Carlos Guerrero.
Inspiring other men's vision.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I like it.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, let's see it. Yeah. Hopefully it's like a LASIK surgery, not like a problem eye thing.
I want to see the patch though, Carl. So if you don't have a patch, just make one for me. Just for me. Just post the patch. It's surgery. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's LASIK surgery
Probably, but it could be something else.
Yeah, it could be something else. Yeah. Post a picture of the patch, please. Please.
Get a patch, post the patch.
Let's post the patch.
Awesome.
Brotherhood on. Okay, go on.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with Chris McGill. On phase 9, muscle building phase, is it okay to have the advanced creatine by itself? I just ran out of your lean pro, but it's on the way. And is it okay if I take it later in the day rather than the morning?
Yeah, 100%. So great question, Chris. Good to see you. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, you're going to take advanced creatine. This is what Chris is talking about. The number 1 creatine in the world, as far as I'm concerned, because it's got fenugreek in it. So you need this one and another one that has it. And we have the perfect combination of fenugreek and creatine monohydrate. Okay. You're going to take this after your workout, 100%. On your workout days, scoop in water, shake it up, take it. Perfect. Done. On your non-workout days, take it whenever you want. Doesn't matter. Just take it. Just do not take it. Just take it in the morning, later on the day, whenever you want. But on your workout days, take it after the workout. That's important.
Eric Estegassi is saying he forgot to take his creatine this morning. Can I take it in the evening?
Yes, Eric. Yes. So great question, Eric. Good to see you, buddy. Montreal in the house. Yes. If you forget to take creatine in the morning, or you have like a time you take and you forgot it, take it it doesn't matter what time of day you take creatine on your non-workout days. even on your workout days, but I don't think you'll forget to take your creatine on your workout days because you're working out. So it'll just be top of mind, and you take it after the workout. The reason why you take it after your workouts, guys, just quickly, is because creatine is great for recovery, right? And our muscles are building during recovery and sleep. So that's when you want to take it. Now, creatine is also a performance supplement. So for me, when I work out, and I'm not taking creatine right now, but when I do work out, if I'm taking creatine, I will do it after my workout. But if I'm training Muay Thai, then I would take it before Muay Thai to help with my performance, because then I'm not trying to build muscle. I just need performance enhancer. Okay, so, but everyone in this program should be taking it after. So that's it.
Easy.
Yeah.
Curtis Bogard, if I cook my spinach and kale in olive oil, does that count as the healthy fat?
First of all, the best name in the history of the world, Curtis Bogard. What?
That sounds fancy.
Word. Curtis is in the house. Yes, awesome. Yes, amazing, incredible, love it. Spinach and kale, perfect combination in olive oil, unbelievable. So, Curtis, I put olive oil like butter on everything. So specifically my salads, because I don't like dry salad. There's nothing worse to me than dry salad. So when I make a salad, I'm going to shoot a video about that too. I make a salad, put my spinach, I put, my tomatoes, chop up a little tomatoes, throw it in there. I'll put cucumber. I'll put feta cheese. And then, but I drown, and I'll put strawberries because I like the burst of juices that come from the strawberries, and then I drown it in olive oil, and then I put the feta and nutritional yeast, and then I mix it up. Oh, it's just so good. So yeah, definitely olive oil for sure. Good fats.
Sweet. Okay, we've got Tyrone S. Mitchell. Brothers, which way do I go? My first 2 weeks of phase 1 was an awesome turning point for me. I finished P1 week 2 on a high with a Saturday bonus workout. I even improved my average sleep time from 5 hours per night to 6.5 hours per night. However, this week I missed my P1 W3 workouts. All I did this week from Monday to Thursday was sleep an average of 7 hours, 43 minutes per night. Didn't even ride my bike. Today's Friday, and I feel like I'm ready to take over the world. Next week, do I go back and complete the week 3 workouts that I didn't do, or should I move forward and begin the week 4 workouts? I hate that I had a bump in the road so early in the program. My mind just felt like resting.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, Tyrone. I like that you listen to your body. I do. I like that. Now, I don't like the fact that you only got through 2 weeks and then you listen to your body, but that's okay. I like the fact though that you're ready to take on the world. So here's a couple of things. Number one, I just want to make sure, Tyrone, that you went through the mindset and you have your strong why. So Rick, if you could post that same why link, or maybe I'll grab it. Right here, I got it. The one that I told Dave Puzo. Let's give that to Tyrone, because I want to make sure that you have a strong enough why and you focus on that mindset, because sometimes sometimes what happens is you may feel like you needed that rest, right? And you succumb to the fact that you need a rest. And I don't know what's going on in your life, so I don't know. But a lot of times what happens is if we don't have a strong enough why, we'll always succumb to the easier way out, which is, I'm not feeling it this week, I'm gonna take a week off. Well, no, you're gonna fight through that week because you're building resilience. You're gonna fight through the next week because you wanna finish this phase without stopping, and then you're gonna rest. And sure, it's gonna be a struggle and you're gonna fight through it, and then you're gonna rest that 1 week. Now, I don't know what's going on in your life, so that could be something else. But we need to build resilience. And the way to do that is on times when you want to throw in the towel, or in times where you don't want to like work out, or you know what, I'm not feeling it, and I think then all these crazy excuses come in. Like, yeah, you got mindful, but did you need it at that point? And could you not just go 2 more weeks and just fight through it? The reason why I'm saying this now, I'm trying to nip it in the bud. I don't want this to be an ongoing pattern, because maybe you don't think so. Maybe you're like, nah, man, funk, I'm ready. I'm serious. I just needed that 1 week. But what happens after the 2 weeks from now down the road, when your body feels broken and you're just like, oh man, you're going to keep taking the weeks off. We can't have that in this program. If you want to be successful, you have to stay consistent. And if you want to build that alpha, if you want to become that alpha male, that alpha, or alpha, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just the key, the credo that we have. You need to get through and push through the times when you don't want to work out or you think you need time off, right? Listen, there's days when I look at my recovery and it's literally at a 10 and I still work out. My recovery is at a 10 out of 100, which means I'm barely even moving, but I still do it because I have to get it. Now, it may not be a great workout, but after I'm done, I'm like, okay, I'm completely exhausted. I get my nutrition, but I did it. It's another check mark. It's another thing in my armor, another shield that builds this armor, this bulletproof alpha armor. We need the bulletproof mindset. So I'm not saying you're doing this, but if it's only been 2 weeks and you're already taking a week off, usually in this program, it's after 3 phases. That's 3 months. Then you take a week off because by that time your body is ready. But I think it's so important that I love that you're focusing on sleep. That's huge because it is baby steps. So the sleep thing's huge. The workouts you got, but you dropped off, but we're going to get back and you're going to go to you're just going to go to week 4. Let's just go to week 4. Let's not push you back. I want to keep pushing you forward. Week 4. But the next time I want you to take a week off is after week 3 of phase 3. At the end of phase 3, then you can take a week off. So you got to battle through everything. You got to because there's always going to be times when you don't feel like working out or your mind's not right or thing around your work schedule gets tough. Like I'm doing 17, 18-hour days now, but after I'm done this, I still got to jump on that bike and then do a body weight workout. And my recovery's not great, but I know I have to do it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to be done. So, and I'm very I'm tired and I'm drained mentally specifically, but it's not even a question. I have to do it. I may just be going through the motions, but I have to do it. So and the other thing is I even saw I didn't even ride my bike, which leads me to believe that's something you like to do. So I just don't want this to be a pattern. That's all. So the next time you take a week off is going to be the end of phase 3. You've got to battle through these times when it's tough because will always be tough times in your life. But health comes number 1. The program, and I don't want to say this program is number 1, just your health is number 1. So workouts, recovery. Maybe it's because you're not doing the recovery stuff, the yoga stuff on the off days that can help relax your mind and just get you into a flow, right? So yeah, man, I think that's where we're gonna go. That's where we're gonna go.